Okay, Stephanie, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Great Garment Graphics Online. I'm Mel Mybers, and I will be your host today. Today's webinar is the easiest and fastest method for decorating team uniforms. And this webinar is sponsored by Transfer Express. And our special guest speaker today is Stephanie Penza. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, how are you guys doing today?
Good. One of the first questions came up, by the way, Stephanie, is would you recommend taking notes? You know, it's always good to take notes, but I think, Stephanie, you're going to recap this in a PDF form.
Yes, that's true. We'll have a link at the end of the webinar that you can download a PDF of the slides that you see here. So you can take some notes if you'd like, or if you would like, you can wait until the end and I'll give you the link for the PDF.
Good. If you haven't been to one of these webinars before, what we do is we have a couple questions that we'll be asking today. And if you would just click on an answer, we would greatly appreciate that. At the end of the webinar, there will be a short survey. If you would just take a moment to complete that, we would greatly appreciate that too. That helps us with future webinars. Also, throughout the webinar today, when Stephanie's giving her presentation, if you have any questions at all, you can type them in. And at the end of the presentation, or towards the end, we will have a question and answer session. Now, if we don't get to your question today, Transfer Express has been really good at this. They'll get back to you with all the answers to the questions by email. And they have been posting them onto their website also. So we will get the answers to you. Stephanie, about ready to get started?
Sure, anytime.
Okay. Once you introduce yourself, while I'm turning this over to you.
Okay. Well, my name is Stephanie, and I'm in the marketing department at Transfer Express here, and I've been with the company for about 2 years. And I'm very excited to be doing these webinars. It gives me a chance to give some education and some teaching on our products, and give you also some tips and tricks to help your business. So today we're going to be discussing names and numbers and how to personalize your uniforms with them. Hopefully everybody can see my screen now. Mel, are we okay?
Yep, yeah, we can see your screen. Good.
Okay.
Excellent.
Like Mel said, we do have a survey at the end of the webinar that we'd like everybody to fill out. If you do fill out the survey, number one, it does help us with future webinars and to get that specific information out to you. And also you will receive free samples and a catalog in the mail shortly after this. So please fill out the survey, and also we'll have that PDF at the end that you can download the PowerPoint slides that we're using here. And again, you can take notes if you'd like to. Now, adding names and numbers to your business can give you the opportunity to decorate team uniforms much more quickly and efficiently. They offer the easiest application and the best quality products used to manufacture the transfers in this industry. The names and numbers that Transfer Express manufactures are applied to garments using a professional heat press that you see there. This is the Hotronics clam. It's very important that you're using a professional heat press that's going to give you an accurate reading of time, temperature, and pressure. And like other forms of heat printing, you may run into application problems if your press isn't working properly or you're not getting accurate readouts. So you want to make sure that you're using a good quality heat press. Now, the transfers themselves that are screen printed, they use the same plastisol ink that's used in screen printing, but instead of your screen printer printing directly onto the garment, we screen print onto a release paper that actually releases the ink into the garment fibers when heat is applied to it. And there's an example of the transfer there on the screen. And Mel, we can go ahead and get that one of the first polls out of the way here.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
The first question we like to ask everybody is, do you own a heat press? And that gives Stephanie a kind of a feel for the audience. So we're going to go ahead and launch that poll. If we just click on yes or no, we would greatly appreciate that. And we've got about 10 more seconds. Okay, I'll go ahead and close the poll, and I'll share the results with everybody. Stephanie, do you own a heat press? 95 of our listening audience said yes, and 5% no. That's great. There are a lot of people with heat presses. We love that.
Yeah, definitely. It's the first step to using transfers. So.
Okay, we can see your screen again.
All set?
All set.
Okay. All right. Oops. And there we go. All of the products that we're going to be discussing today can be applied to garments that contain 100% cotton, 100% polyester, or a blend of cotton and polyester. So it can be a 50-50, it could be an 80-20. Any blend of cotton and polyester, our names and numbers will apply to. Now, like applying anything to a garment, we recommend testing a sample to make sure it adheres to the fabric that you're using and to make sure that your heat settings are correct. Using the products that Transfer Express offers, you can create complete uniforms very quickly. You can see all of the different application areas that can be decorated using transfers. The ones that we're going to be talking about today are the player names that you see in the top left-hand corner and the numbers. There's a couple ways to do player names through Express names and also our peel and press letters. And also we have easy prints layouts, or we can print from your own custom designs and you can print onto caps, or you can print the front transfer designs all using a heat press. And also if you have leagues that have sponsors that want to advertise on the kids' uniforms or onto any type of sports uniforms, we also do sponsor names. And also flags. It's becoming very popular now, more and more with teams, to add flags to their uniforms to show their country patriotism. So we have them pre-printed and pre-packaged. They're sold in packs of 24, and they come in American and Canadian flags. Those are also screen printed, so they're going to give you the same quality and durability as screen printing. And those can be applied to the sleeve, or like you see in that picture there, the back of the uniform. There are many advantages to using screen-printed names and numbers. First, they're really easy to order and apply. They can be ordered online, by phone, or by fax, and they can also be applied for as little as 3 seconds. So very, very fast turnaround time and fast application time. The names and numbers are also an economical way to decorate uniforms that's going to save you time and money. Our colors of numbers and names match our Easy Print screen printed transfers, which can be used to decorate the front of the jersey, caps, bags, etc., just as long as it's applying to cotton, polyester, or a blend of the two. There's a large assortment of colors that are in stock that we have for our numbers, and that they will match Transfer Express's other custom transfers. They are in stock, and they're ready to ship the same day if they're ordered by 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is true for the numbers and also the flags. They provide your customers instant customization by using our peel and press letters and also our transfer numbers. And I'll go into more detail about the peel and press letters in a little bit. The wearability is excellent with our screen printed transfers. They are manufactured to last the life of the garment, and they do use top quality materials, inks, and that sort of thing in the manufacturing process. And with the ability to apply a multicolor design with one application, you can spend more time somewhere else instead of aligning multiple colors. Now, getting into talking about the numbers that Transfer Express carries, the ink is used, we use a screen printed plastisol ink, like I said before, and it's used in everyday screen printing. It lasts a long time. That gives you durability, but also a soft feel. One of the best advantages to using the screen printed numbers is applying a 2-color number in one application. This helps you save time, so you aren't aligning the different colors. Transfer Express carries a large variety of styles from your customers to choose from, and I will go ahead and show you some of those styles here. We have 5 different styles with a 2-color option in the Champ style. Champ is also the most commonly used number style, so you might be using that more often than you think. There's also an All-Star style that has a separated outline, and the gap that you see there is show through, and it'll show through. It's going to be open to the shirt, so it will be the shirt color. Stitch in the upper right-hand corner gives you the appearance that the number is sewn onto the jersey. So it gives you those little stitch marks, makes it look like it was sewn on, which is pretty cool. Phantom right underneath that has a drop shadow. And now our newest addition to the number styles is the soccer, which gives you a nice European feel. The All-Star, just like the All-Star, it has a separated outline. However, the soccer number style has a thinner fill line. We also have custom numbers available that we'll talk about soon in a couple minutes. And that is if you don't see a style here that your customer is interested in. Now, applying a number and a name is very, very simple. I will explain the express name shortly and how those are printed. But I will go ahead and show this video of how numbers and names are applied to a shirt. And actually, it's very, very quick. So, okay. This is me applying to the back of a t-shirt. This is a 100% cotton t-shirt. Again, it can be anything cotton, polyester, or a blend of the two. The first thing we do is always pre-press the garment, and this is going to remove any moisture or wrinkles that is left in the fabric. And that only has to be done for a couple of seconds. We have here our express name. It's a one-color white, so you can't really see the name on there, but you'll see it once it's peeled off. We always use 4 fingers down from the neck seam, and that should be perfect amount of space to start the name. We have the numbers here, placing the ink down face on the shirt, and these will actually butt up to the top of the express name paper. They align at the bottom and touch the pieces of paper at the express names and also the numbers. All the paper should be touching. And these only apply for 3 seconds. So once that time is up, they're a hot peel. So we peel them in a nice, smooth, even motion when they're still warm. So very, very fast and easy way to decorate garments. And all of our names and numbers are pre-spaced, so you won't have to worry about aligning too much of the numbers. You just use your eye and butt up the pieces of paper. So let's go back to the slide here. So once again, I'll go over. You align the shirt on the platen, and approximately 4 fingers down from the neck is where we start the name. You just want to make sure that you're not going to cover up the neck seam that's on the opposite side. And this will cause an appearance of the seam in the ink. So you just want to make sure that you're not pressing over a seam. And you also place the numbers directly underneath the name with the papers touching. And the number should be aligned at the bottom. Now, applying an arched name, and these are pre-spaced player names, and they also come in arched. So applying an arched name as opposed to a straight, you're doing the exact same application instructions. Butt up all the pieces of paper, and they will be perfectly aligned. There are 3 ways to purchase numbers from Transfer Express. We have our number packs that are packs of 5 individual digits, such as the 4s that you see here. Depending on the combination and quantity of the numbers needed, this can be a very economical way to purchase. For instance, a 8-inch champ number, as you can see down in the prices there, they're $1.60 a pack. And again, they come in 5 individual digits, so each individual digit is going to be 32 cents a piece. So that's a very good price for a screen printed number. Your other options include an express pack that you see in the middle there, and it can number a team 1 through 15, or it contains 60 digits. We also have the number kit that you see on the right-hand side, and this may be the most economical way to order if you're ordering for a large amount of numbers. This can number 15 teams with the numbers 1 through 15. It includes 315 digits. It also comes with this organizing box that you can organize your numbers in so they're easy to grab. Now, if you don't have sequentially numbered teams, by using the number calculators, you can type in the numbers you need, and it'll let you know which one of these ways to buy will provide you with the closest quantity of numbers at the better price. And I'll go over the number calculators here in a second. You can also view more of these prices and information about the different ways to buy on our website, transferexpress.com. All right, let's jump over to our website, and I'll show you guys some of the online calculators that helps you, that makes it easier to order. Okay, now to get to the number calculators, you will need a dealer ID and password. And the way you get this is just by placing your first order. So if you haven't ordered from us before, just by placing your first order, you will become a dealer of ours, and you will receive a dealer ID and password. So I'm just going to use a generic login and password here. And this is our dealer's home base. This is our dealer site. This is what you would see once you log in. The top ordering links over here give you easy access to our ordering pages. Now, to find the number calculators, all you have to do is look over here on the left-hand side underneath the tools bar and click on number calculator. So to help make this ordering process a little easier, we have developed 3 simple to use calculators that allow you to enter various information that you've collected from your team and determine the most economical way to order. Now, if a customer gives you a list of numbers that they need for each player, you can type in the numbers on a list and calculate the number of 5-digit hacks that you're going to need. And this will also tell you how many numbers you will have left over. So let's enter this this wizard, as we call it. And you can see here, this is individual players and numbers. So you can actually type in the players' names and also their numbers, and it'll calculate how many number packs that you can purchase. So I'll give you an example. These are just some random numbers. Okay. Now I'm just going to type in the numbers, so our team doesn't want any player names that I need to type in. Now we can add more rows if we had more players on the team, or you can print a copy of the numbers and names for your records to make sure that everything is correct on your order. So then all we have to do is choose a number style that I showed you on one of the slides, and let's choose Champ 2 color. And we offer 4, 6, 8, and 10 inch, so let's just choose the 8 inch. And also the color. I'm just going to choose black with a white outline, very common color combination. And since I didn't put in any names, we don't have to choose a letter style or anything like that, so I'm just going to go ahead and click Calculate. Now this is the page that is going to show you how many number packs that you can use, or a different economical way to order the numbers that you need. So we just want to make sure that our style, size, and color are correct. We want a Champ 8 inch black with a white outline. These are the various numbers that are offered. And this is how many packs that I'm going to need to fulfill that order. This will also tell me how many I have used out of those packs and how many extra individual digits I will have. And the same is true for the express packs and the number kits. So down here at the bottom, this is where it's going to tell me what's the most economical way to order the numbers that I need. Either I'm going to need 9 individual 5-packs, 2 express packs, but as you see here, I'll have a lot of extra digits left over, or the number kits, the same thing, I'll have a lot of extra digits. So actually, for this order, the most economical way is to buy individual number packs. So all you have to do is go ahead and select that you want the number packs and click Order. Now this is your items cart. All you have to do is, if you did want to edit and change the quantities of any of these numbers, you just click Edit and it'll take you back. so you can rearrange the numbers needed. Or if you need the same quantity of numbers just in a different color, all you have to do is click this copy button. It'll duplicate that order, and we say OK. Yes, we want to duplicate it. And then it'll take us back to this editing page where it's going to use the same set of numbers, but we're going to go ahead and change this to white with a black outline instead of black with a white outline. So then all we have to do is update our cart and make sure all of our information is correct in there. Then all you have to do is submit your order request. So very simple to use calculator if you have the numbers and team players in a list. All you have to do is type those in. Now let's go back to the number calculators page. Just in the left-hand column under Tools, click Number Calculator. And we're going to use this, this wizard that allows you to type in a sequential number. Now this is if you have sequentially numbered teams such as 1 through 15 or other jobs that are sequentially numbered, such as like a marathon or even a rodeo type of event. You just need to type in how many teams are numbered in that sequence and the range that the team is numbered, such as 1 through 250. So let's just say I have 10 teams, and each of those teams the league has decided has to choose numbers between 1 and 25. So we're going to choose a style here and also our size. And let's choose a color here. Let's go with maroon with the white outline. All we have to do is hit calculate, and it brings us to that same page that we saw before. And at the bottom here, it's going to tell us the most economical way to order these numbers. Now let's see. The individual packs, it looks like, is going to be the cheapest way to order these numbers. So we'll just go ahead and click on the number packs and click order. So very simple to use. The next option that we had is if you just know exactly what you'd like to order. All you have to do is type in the number of packs in each different slot, choose a style, size, and color, and click order. If you know that you need an express pack or a number kit, all you have to do is just choose the size and the style that you'd like and click the order button. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of useful tools on our dealer site to help you make the ordering process a lot easier. Let's jump back over to the slides. There are sometimes when a customer comes in wanting different options other than the styles that we have available, and we're able to print different type styles, colors, and sizes using our Easy Prints type styles and ink colors. We can offer them in 6, 4, 8, and 10-inch numbers. And again, you can see the different type styles that you can choose from in the bottom right-hand corner, and you can use any of our stock colors that we offer. Now, to help you organize all these numbers, just as the number kit box that I showed you in the different ways to order, you will receive a free kit box with orders over $100. So it's a good way to help you organize all of your numbers to have them at easy access. If you're interested in having different options for numbers, just let us know the quantity of the numbers that you need, the color your customer needs, and in what size. And we can let you know how much each number will cost. Moving on to personalizing your jerseys with individual player names. There are a couple of ways to add a player names to the back of the jersey, and the first way that we're going to discuss right now is using Transfer Express's express names. These will give you fast personalization without having to align the individual letters on a garment. They come pre-spaced on a sheet. They use screen-printed plastisol ink, as with the numbers, and they're pre-spaced for the application, so all you have to do is flip over the paper and press, just as we saw in the video. And let's go over some of the different formats that the names are available in. For the most athletic looking type style that we have, you would choose the full block letter style. It's just simple block lettering. And the other type style is Hercules, which is more a simple type style and doesn't have the serif as the full block does. To give you options on the format, we offer the names in straight, arched, which puts the text on a curve, and also vertical, that allows you to apply them down a sleeve or a pant leg. The vertical is actually brand new this year, and it's becoming very popular with sleeves and pant legs. For the horizontal names, they're available in 2, 2.5, and 3-inch tall letters, and with a maximum width of 9 inches, 11 inches, and 14-inch widths. So just let us know the width that you have available on your uniform to print on, and we'll go ahead and make sure that it doesn't go past that width. Names are also available in smaller 1-inch letters with the widths of 4, 4.5, and 5-inch widths. And those are really nice if you're personalizing the front of a shirt with either the coach's name or names on a sleeve or something like that. Those 1-inch names are really nice for. When they are printed, they're going to be printed proportionately and not stretched to fit the maximum width. So for example, if you gave us that you needed a 2-inch tall name and the maximum width that you had on your jersey is 14 inches wide, and you had the word, the name Smith, we're not going to stretch that name to make it look awkward. We're going to keep those letters in proportion. So it probably won't meet that maximum width of 14, but it is available if you need longer names. Now the names can be ordered online by fax or phone, so let's go over to the website and I will show you how to order express names. Okay, so we are in our dealer site here, back to the home page, and right here at the top under the ordering links, all you have to do is click on the Express Names Order Now. So you go ahead and click on that, and all we need to know is format that you'd like, the style, size, your maximum width, and the color. So we are going to choose, let's go for straight names using the full block letter style. We're going to go over to 2.5 inches high and with a maximum width of 11 inches. And let's just say our customer needs gold. So as you can see, the cost per name will be $1.55 a piece. This Compton's here basically just shows you how many letters we can probably fit on that line without them being condensed. So we can go ahead and just start typing in our players' names. And oh, we got a message saying squished. And what this is saying is with the numbers that I typed in here, it's starting to make the names not proportional. So with that 11-inch width that we had, with that width, the name is going to have to start getting a little bit smaller and squished in a little bit. It may not look bad, but it's just letting you know that the individual letters are not going to be proportional anymore. So if that's okay, we just keep going. Great add-ons with the express names are choosing mom or coach, grandma, that sort of thing. So quick add-on sales. And if you do need to add more rows, if the 12 rows isn't enough, you can just click add more rows. You can also print a copy of your names for your records. And then we can go ahead and add them to the cart. Now, if you don't want to go ahead and type in all of these names here and you already have them in a list, you can upload that list to us. All you have to do is find that file and upload your names to us. So then all you have to do is add it to your cart, and they're down here at the bottom. So just make sure all of the names are spelled correctly. If you do need those names in a different color, just the same names, all you have to do is copy, just like we did in the numbers. We'll duplicate it. And in this, we're going to change this to, say, black. We need all of those names in gold and in black. So we go ahead and update our cart. and you'll see that it added both of those in there. So we had gold and black. And you can go ahead and submit the order or request whenever you're ready. So very easy to order names. Moving back up to the PowerPoint.
I'm still here, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Good to know, Mel. Thank you. Let's see, Mel, I believe we have another poll. Why don't we get to that now before I continue?
Okay. Yeah, we do have one more question that would really help us. The question is, what type of numbers do you currently use? I'll go ahead and launch that poll. If you would, just click on an answer. Would greatly be appreciated. In about 10 more seconds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close that poll, and I'll share the results with everyone. Stephanie, since you can't see it, again, the question was, what type of numbers do you currently use? First question, or the answer was, I outsource to a screen printer, 20%. I screen print them myself, 3%. Heat applied vinyl or film, 48%. 201%, and heat applied screen printed numbers, 27%.
Okay, sounds good. That's interesting numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Now, if you want to offer more on-the-spot personalization, you can use the peel and press letters that we offer. Now, these are just sheets of letters that all you have to do is peel the individual letters and line them on the shirt individually, and all you have to do is cover them and press. Now, these letters are screen printed as well and come in the letter heights of 2, 2.5, and 3 inches. They're also available in the same letter styles that the express names are available in, and that's the full block and Hercules. The colors that are available, they're available in several one-color letters, and also two-color letters were just released recently, and those are available in black with a white outline or white with a black outline. And just as a side tip, you can use the express names just in case you need some fill-in letters. Some of the most common letters is R's and T's and some of the vowels. If you run out of those with your peel and press letters, all you have to do when ordering your express names, and I'm just going to jump back. I'm going to jump back to the website here and show you a quick little tip. This is actually very useful when you're using the peel and press letters. This was the order that we completed just a little bit ago. If you wanted to put in a refill of your of some of the letters with the peel and press, all you have to do is order the express names, and they can be used just as the peel and press letters. You peel them off the sheet and align them individually on the garment. So if we needed a couple of R's, all you have to do is type in the R's as the express names just until it says squish. So we're going to keep, once it says squished, like it does right now, it just means that they're going to start becoming unproportionate. And with the peel and press letters, you want them to be in the same proportions. So we just make sure that it doesn't say squish next to it. And when we go ahead and order that, we will get a sheet of just all R's. And you can go ahead and peel them and apply them to the garment just as you would a peel and press letter. It's a very quick, handy tip for any fill-in letters. Now, a lot of people ask us, what's the shelf life of your transfers? And really the answer is years, several years, 10 years. It really just depends on how you store them. The screen printed transfers themselves are partially dried after they're printed, and that basically means that they're just dried at the touch. Now, when heat is applied to them, they become actually fully cured into the fabric, fully dry. So the transfers need to be stored in a cool, dry place which is kept away from any sunlight or extreme temperature or humidity variations. Now, by keeping them in a bag, you're not exposing them to the outside air that will make them dry faster. So I would keep them in a closed, sealed bag away from any direct sunlight. And also the original boxes that they're shipped in from Transfer Express are really nice boxes to keep your transfers in. They're easily stackable, and they have an area in the front that allows you to mark what is actually in the box. And to store your numbers, we also have the number kit boxes, which I showed you before. These are used in the number kits. And if you didn't purchase the number kit and you still want one of these boxes to keep your numbers organized, you can purchase them for $5. All you have to do is ask your dealer services rep. So just to go over some of the key tips that I showed you here today, I hope everyone did learn a lot. But just to go over a couple of the tips here, we do offer multiple options for screen printing onto garments. They just come in a transfer form. Be sure to read all of your directions that you're given with each order, and you will receive application instructions for each order. And while you're reading the directions, it's a good idea to press a sample to make sure all of your heat press settings are correct. For storage, store your transfers in a cool, dry place, preferably in a sealed bag, and they should last for several years. But always do actually test a sample of the transfers before determining whether they are usable or not. There is no surefire way to tell if the transfers did dry out or not, so it's always important to test a transfer. And also, please use the calculator tools that we have online for our dealers. They're very useful when the team gives you just a list of the players' names or a sequential range for the number. So please use those. They will help you in the ordering process. Okay, and that completes the webinar. Here is the PDF link you can go to view the PDFs of the webinar, and that's at www.transferexpress.com/webinar-thanks. So you can go to that link and download or view a PDF of the slides. We also have a blog on our website at transferexpress.com in the upper right-hand corner. That's going to give you a lot of detailed information, some tips and tricks, product updates, brand new layouts that we have, and it's a very, very good place to keep learning about transfers. And also we do have another webinar coming up on May 21st, and that's No Artwork Needed. That's going to go over our idea book and our Easy Prints layouts and how to create artwork without actually being an artist. So that's going to be very, very helpful webinar that we're going to be holding. Contact information right there. If you need to contact us for any questions whatsoever, you can call us by phone 800-622-2280. Also, you can email us. We get back to you pretty quickly at info@transferexpress.com, or our website has tons of useful information on there, so transferexpress.com you can go to. Okay, so I thank you everybody for joining our webinar, and I believe hopefully everybody started asking some questions. So Mel, if you wanted to go ahead and read some of those to me.
Yeah, we do have a lot of questions. People are talking about the different materials that you can apply to. Did you want to just go over that one more time? The type of materials that you apply to, just to clear that up.
Now, sure. The different types of materials that you can print on are cotton, so it can be 100% cotton, 100% polyester, or a blend of the two, 50-50, 80-20, 90-10, any form of combination of cotton and polyester. Now this can be any type of jerseys that are 100% polyester, bags that are polyester, rally towels that are cotton. So anything that's cotton or polyester you can apply to. Be careful, you do not want to apply to nylon. Some nylons cannot withhold the temperature that our transfers need to be applied at. The transfers are applied at 365 degrees, so nylon is a little bit temperamental to withstand that temperature. And also sublimated garments such as soccer jerseys They are polyester, however, the sublimated dye gets starts getting activated again when heat is applied to it. And at that temperature, the inks in the fabric will actually blend with the ink, so the transfer ink. So you want to stay away from sublimated and nylon. Other than that, polyester, cotton, or a blend of the two, the numbers work perfectly on.
Good. Now you do have a product for nylon. I don't know if you want to talk about it right now, or I know it's not. That's a different webinar totally.
Yeah, we do have a product that does go on nylon, and I won't go into much detail, but that is our CAD prints product, and that is full color. It won't be the most economical way to order numbers, but Stall ID Direct does have some products also that can help you out with that. But CAD prints is the product that Transfer Express carries that does go on nylon. And more information about that can be found on our website.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that people do understand that you do have a product for nylon.
Right.
Next question, and this is what everybody's always asking. Do I need to use a pillow?
No. Please do not use a pillow.
In a word, no.
And we get this question all the time. They're okay for some other types of transfers or heat-applied graphics, but for any product that Transfer Express carries, pillows are not recommended for.
If people don't know what pillow is, it's actually foam that's encapsulated with Teflon, and it doesn't give you a lot of pressure. So yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, it varies in pressure because it is soft, and when the heat press comes down on it, the pressure may vary from one side to the other before it actually adjusts itself. And with the transfers, they actually need a firmer, consistent surface to be applied to. So with a pillow, you might find one area is applying where another is not, and that's just because one area is getting more pressure than the other. So pillows are definitely not recommended for Transfer Express transfers of any kind.
Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of questions here. There's one here that a lot of people have been asking, and that's a placement like of numbers without the name. Mm-hmm. How far you come down, because you're talking about the 4 fingers
right
down on numbers. What if you don't have a player name, just number?
You're going to want to be up a little bit more. Not too much. I would still definitely use the 4 fingers, but you can come down a little bit more than those 4 fingers. If you did leave the gap where the numbers are, there might be a larger gap and it might look a little bit awkward. So I would just bring it up slightly. And that's really just going to depend on the size of the garment that you're placing it on. Smaller jerseys, you're not going to have too much room to work with, whereas larger garments, you can leave a little bit more space than normal. And that's just use your eye. There's no real set, how do you want to call it, measurement to how far down they go. I would just use your eye and use your best judgment for that.
Okay. Can I mention something more about pillows again? Because quite a few questions just came in about it.
Of course.
If you're using film material, like thermofilm or a product from Imprintable Warehouse, the film materials you can use a pillow with. And the reason being is that you're more interested in melting the adhesive. With plastisol transfers, you need pressure. You want to drive that into the garment a little bit, and that's where you get your permanence. And the pillow really restricts the pressure on that. So again, if you're using film, pillows is great for that. If you're using transfers, it is highly suggested not to use pillows. And I don't know if you want to get into the Print Perfect pads or not, but that is what you would use instead of pillows in place of for transfers.
Right, and those Print Perfect pads are actually a firm pad. You can also, instead of the Print Perfect pads, if you just have a mouse pad lying around, you can use a mouse pad instead. And the Print Perfect pads, what those are used for is if you have buttons or large seams that that is restricting the pressure in a specific area, you can use the Print Perfect pads to raise up that area so it's just over the raised buttons or seam or something like that. It's making it so there's even pressure going over the transfer.
And if you're doing a lot of these, I don't recommend a mouse pad for big orders. The reason being that it does degrade quite rapidly under heat, it gets real mushy and squeezes out to the side, so you're kind of defeating the purpose of the pressure again. The Print Perfect pads are about 50 durometer rubber, and it's a little bit harder and it really gives you a nice solid base to heat apply against. And the Print Perfect pads, it's just the same rubber that's on the bottom of heat presses, so it's nothing unusual. It's just a different kind of product. Another question. Is punctuation available for express names?
Oh, definitely. Any common forms of punctuation you can definitely use for express names. So periods, hyphens, quotations, that sort of thing. Those can all be used in express names.
Okay. Another question, do you carry names, numbers on one sheet?
Oh, okay. We actually do not carry them on one sheet. The names and the numbers are very easy to apply separately just by touching the pieces of paper together. So it's going to be a little bit more time-consuming and less economical to actually print them all on one sheet. So the names and numbers themselves and how easy they are to apply can be viewed as them being on one sheet. All you have to do is butt up the pieces of paper together. So they are very, very easy to apply.
Good. Next question. Are the different size numbers priced differently? I'm sorry, different size names priced differently?
Yeah, yes, they are. If you have, the widths aren't priced differently. The heights of the letters will be priced differently. And you can view all of the prices on transferexpress.com. And see the difference in pricing. It's not too big of a difference in pricing between the 2, 2.5, and 3-inch numbers, but there is a variation in cost.
Okay. Did I ask this already? Do I need a cover sheet?
No, you did not ask
I
it
did
already,
not.
but
Okay.
I can go ahead and explain.
I'm reading so many questions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions about Teflon sheets and cover sheets. And that, so.
Right. Yeah, very, very popular question because some heat printing graphics are required to use a cover sheet. However, our transfers actually come on their own carrier. The transfer sheet themselves acts as the cover sheet, so you do not need to cover them again. Although it won't harm the actual transfer or the garment, you could if you wanted to, but it is not needed. The transfer paper in itself is the cover sheet.
Okay. You got time for a couple more?
Sure.
Okay. One question came in from Jordan. It says, I have tried to order names with a lowercase letter like McNabb, and the online forces all caps. Is there a way to make this kind of name?
Right. Unfortunately, with the type of letter style that we use, the full block and the Hercules only come in capitalized letters, uppercase letters, so we cannot do a lowercase letter with the express names.
Okay. They're talking again about the cover sheet. If you put it on top of the product, like once you take the backing off, the paper backing, and then re-hit it with a Teflon sheet, will it hurt it at all?
No, it won't hurt it at all. If you did need to apply something else and you needed to cover up that transfer that was previously applied, you can cover it up again. It's not going to hurt the transfer or the ink at all. So you can do it. It's definitely not needed, though, to cover it again and press. The first application, is the only application that's needed. But if you do need to hit it again, the Teflon sheet will not harm it.
Okay. I think this is an important question to answer, and I'll be glad to answer it if you're not comfortable with it. But the question is, do you use the same heat for the transfers even on different blends of cotton and poly? Yes, in a word.
The applications call for the temperature of 360 to 370 degrees. And like I said before, you always want to test a transfer to make sure that it is applying correctly with the heat settings that you put on your heat press. So if you aren't getting a clear result with 360 degrees, you can bump it up a little bit more to 365. So you do have a little bit of variation, and you can play with it if you're not seeing the results the results that you need with the transfers, but you need to stay within the 360 to 370. Now, if you do have a machine other than a Hotronics brand heat press, you will want to bump that temperature up 10 degrees. And that's just with the some heat presses, their temperature, and Mel, you can probably explain this a little bit better than I can. The temperature gauges inside the heat press is actually telling you the temperature inside the heat press and not the actual surface temperature of that top plan. So with heat presses other than the Hotronics, you want to raise it up 10 degrees to compensate for that, that inside temperature versus the surface temperature of the heat press. Did I explain that okay?
No, you did. Yeah, that was very good. A lot of questions are coming in about being a dealer, because I guess a lot of our listening audience, or some of our listening audience, are not dealers with Transfer Express.
Uh-huh.
How can they see the pricing on the website without logging in as a dealer? I guess what they're asking is how to see the the calculators and all that kind of stuff if they're not a dealer. I know they have to be a dealer
Right.
to be able to get on the site, but they can call you. I mean, you got a great customer service department there.
We do. Our customer service department is willing to answer any questions that you have, so you can definitely call and find out those prices. If not, we always have. We will be sending you information if you fill out the survey. We will be sending you pricing information, so you will have that literature with you. And also, I believe, let me jump over to the website really quick and show you what information is available. You can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're on the website here and you go down to, say, the numbers and click on numbers.
I know because you're talking about names and numbers today, but I think your marketing kit is just fantastic.
Oh, definitely. And
I know you didn't mention it on here, but the marketing kit, Transfer Express sells is $50, and you get like 30 transfers. You get just a tremendous amount of product.
Oh, yeah. You get a lot of very nice tools to help you start selling the custom transfers that we offer. It has a poster in there, our color selector to show your customers all of the stock colors that we have in their printed form, so you know exactly what color you're getting. So a lot of nice tools, and like Mel said, the 30 display transfers that you can practice with, put them on your own garments as a sales tool, as displays, anything like that. And it also comes with our personalized idea book. It has hundreds of customizable layouts that you can customize and make into your own layouts.
And so all the clip nice art, and, yeah, all that kind of stuff's in there. So for $50, you become a dealer by purchasing. I just think it's fantastic.
Right.
So I always suggest to people to do that.
Yeah, and that's a great first purchase, just getting started with us and making sure you have all the tools to start ordering. So that information is available on our website, and we should also be having a webinar here coming up shortly about the marketing kit and the different ways that you can use it to help your business sell more. But going back to the pricing on the numbers, we do have pricing on our website if you do not log in. You just won't be able to order. So if I clicked on order, so all the pricing is right here, and all you have to do when you click on order, you will have to log in. See, it asks for a login. So you can see the, going back here, you can see the prices for the numbers and the names. However, you just cannot order until you get a dealer ID and password. Pricing for our custom transfers, however, you will need a dealer ID and password to see that information on the website. Or again, we will be sending you guys out a catalog with pricing and a lot of samples. So you should be waiting for that. Just make sure you fill out that survey when we get to the end there.
Okay, we got time for one more. How about one more question? Okay.
Sure.
And this is one that you and I spoke about yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And it says, does Transfer Express send extras in order to produce test samples?
Yes. In the names and the numbers, you will not get an extra to test. However, we can always send you out some extra samples with the order. Just let us know that that's what you need. But if you are ordering a custom transfer order or our Easy Prints layouts, if you are ordering a custom transfer job, then we always do send at least one extra transfer in the order with you. So all you have to do is cut that particular transfer into 4 different segments, and you can use those different segments to test to make sure that your pressure, temperature, and time are the correct settings on the heat press. So we do send you an extra transfer sheet with your order, except for the names and the numbers.
Good. Well, thank you.
No problem.
We can go on for the rest of the day, but I know.
Yeah, we'll make sure all of your questions are answered via email. So, if you don't hear from us today, then you'll definitely be getting an email tomorrow. Or make sure you let us know if you have any other questions via phone, email, or you can even fax over any questions, or if you need a quote on something.
Good. Well, thank you, Stephanie. Very good. A lot of great information.
Problem.
Yeah, a lot of great information.
Thanks.
And we would like to thank everybody for joining us today. And please join us for future webinars. Again, my name is Mel Mybers, and I am with Great Garment Graphics. And you can reach me through greatgarmentgraphics.com. We have a lot of videos, a lot of training videos, a lot of information about our industry. So please check us out. And again, we hope to see you at future webinars. And I'm going to leave this page up for just a couple minutes. Stephanie, if that's okay.
Sure. I also wanted to make a quick note about the video that I was playing. If your computer was lagging a little bit and you didn't see the entire video, we also have videos up on YouTube that shows you different application instructions, different application areas to press, such as a heart size left chest transfer, a full size, the names and numbers. So you can visit YouTube and type in Transfer Express as all one word in the search, and you'll be able to find our videos on there. Or you can find the link on our website.
Excellent. Well, thank you. This ends the webinar for today. At the close of the webinar, you will receive a survey. If you would just take a moment to answer that, that would be great. Stephanie, again, thank you. And,
yeah, thank you, Mel, for helping out.
Yeah, a lot of great information today. So thank you for everybody for coming, and we'll hope to see you again in another webinar. And this ends our broadcast for the day. Thank you. So Stephanie, are you still with me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it up for a couple more minutes.
Okay.
You got a lot of questions to answer.
I do. I'm sure I do. I didn't have to cough very much. All right, how was it? Good? Okay. It's like, man, it's hard to get all that information in there, yet keep it interesting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, they can still hear us online, so you know.
Yeah.
A lot of good questions, and a lot of questions are about, the pressure of the pillows, and when you got buttons and zippers, and avoiding all that kind of stuff. So.
Right. And there are definitely ways to get around it.
Yes.
Just have to play around with it. That's what we did. That's how I learned.
I learn something new every time I sit on one of these. Is your website, is this all brand new, all these calculators and all this?
No, those have been on there for a while.
See, no one's ever told me.
Oh, no. Yeah, they're definitely useful. We use them all the time when we're doing our own personal orders. And
oh, that's great, yeah.
Yeah.
I
was sitting there counting how many numbers you need.
I was actually at a customer's this morning because I had to pick up, I'm doing a webinar on split fronts Thursday, and I was picking up some jerseys today. I was at a customer, and he had $1,500 worth of Transfer Express numbers that they were heat applying.
Oh, wow.
So he had a lot of numbers and all that, but I thought, what a great way if, I don't know how he ordered them or anything, I didn't ask him that.
Right.
But if he could take these different combinations and see which way, would have been best for him, that's fantastic. But they were heat applying a lot of numbers. So,
Yeah, that definitely is a lot. Wow.
yeah.
They're easy to do, though, so they go pretty quickly.
Yeah. He's got 3 heat presses, and but only 2 employees. So one employee was going back and forth. He has a swinger on one side and a draw press in the middle, and then a clam on the other side. So.
Right.
All right, I think we go ahead and turn this off. And again, thank you, Stephanie, and
Thank you.
I'll get the video right over to you.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Thank
again,
you.
everybody still online, thank you for joining us today. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off our webinar here. If you need some more information from us, please contact Transfer Express or me at graykarmagraphics.com. Again, I'm Mel Mivers, and have a great day.